Hello, students. Let us begin our class with a new word, that is word of a day. Today's word of a day is intermittent. Intermittent. It is an adjective and the meaning is alternately ceasing and beginning again. Alternately ceasing and beginning again. In Tamil, vittu vittu. See, if I write a usage, you can understand the meaning. The usage is intermittent rain disturbed the function. Intermittent rain disturbed the function. விட்டு விட்டு பெய்ஞ்ச மழையால விழா வந்து டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, ஸோ intermittent rain disturbed the function, alternately ceasing and beginning again. Okay, so for example, even you can say like this also. Yesterday there was an intermittent showers in Vanembadi. Intermittent showers in Vanembadi, which means that it stops for some times and again it begins. So intermittent is an adjective. Okay, yes. In our previous class we discussed general English and business English. And remember one thing, in business English, while you communicate, you must be very, very careful. Because usually, business people are always, see, the word itself has got busy with it, busyness. Okay, that is business. So, that is business people, they don't have enough time to speak things very elaborately. So in business communication, in an effective communication, okay, you must remember one thing, that is kiss is important. I could see smile on your faces. The meaning of kiss is not what you think, but in communication, kiss means, that is, keep it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. That is, for example, I would like to give you one example. Suppose you are a manager, I am an employee of a company. You are asking me, have you got signature from that officer? Yesterday, have you got signature from that officer? And I reply, just listen to my reply. Sir, actually, yesterday I got up late. Then I hurried to the bus stand. And I missed my usual bus. Then I waited there for an half an hour. Then after half an hour, one bus came. I got into the bus. So I reached the spot lately. As the place was very new, I didn't know the address. So I asked some people that where the office is located. So they have helped me a lot. Very nice people, sir. Then, after half an hour, I reached the office. Then I was sat for half an hour in front of that cabin of that officer. Then one fellow from the office asked me the reason of my waiting. When I told them that I need to get a signature from that officer, so that fellow told me that, sorry brother, that officer is on leave, you come tomorrow. So what I did, sir, I come back, so I didn't get the signature. If you are a manager, really my reply would irritate you. Actually, what would be the answer? Sir, yesterday I went there, but the officer was on leave, so I couldn't get the signature. This would be the apt reply. But instead, what I did, that is, I beat around the bush. It is called as beating around the bush. Beating around the bush. சுத்தி வளைச்சு பேசுறது. That is you got up late. Okay, you missed the bus. Then you reached there and you didn't know the address, and the people helped you. These things are unnecessary. These are all immaterial to the purpose. What is the point? The officer was on leave, so you couldn't get signature. Okay, so this is that. That is, keep it short and sweet. Particularly in your business communication, okay, you must measure your communication. At the same time, you must tell the point straightly, without revolving around like this. That is, you should not beating around the bush. This is a general expression. It is a very, old age expression in an English language. So likewise, there are many general expressions, very interesting expressions are there. See, for example, another one is that very strange, kick the bucket. What does it mean, kick the bucket? Yesterday, the old man kicked the bucket. Kicked the bucket means died. It means died. Kicked the bucket. And another one expression in English, kiss the dust. Kiss the dust. Doesn't sound strange, no? Right. Kiss the dust. Yesterday in a cricket tournament, Team B kissed the dust. Team B kissed the dust. It means defeated. It means defeated. So there are thousands of expressions are there in English language. Very interesting. Whenever we get time, after completing our syllabus, when we get time, we discuss all those things in a very detailed manner. Okay. So as far as business English is concerned, now in our unit 4, we have some interesting expressions. Today, we shall see some of them. On topic, on track, off topic, off track. That is, stay focused on something. Stay focused on something. See, when you want to say something, that is your points to be specific. Your points are always is specific related to that particular point. It means that on topic, on track. See, whenever you speak something, before you deliver your lecture, before you present your view, you must tell the audience that on what you speak. What is the purpose of your talk? On what topic you discuss? First, you must put headline. You must tell them that what you are going to do. If you do so, you may be on track. That is, you never get diverted from the topic. Because first of all, you have to attract the attention of your listener that on which topic you are going to speak. First, you unifocus them. That is, you must make them mentally prepared, because they also know that what you are going to talk. First, you have to make up their mind. Then only you can bring them on track. So it is very important for a speaker that whenever they speak, that is why always they give topic. So orators always stick to the topic. They never get diverted from the topic. See, if you do so, you can easily attract the attention of your listener, attraction of the audience. Then only you can progress in a very coherent way. There is some coincidence. Whereas if you get diverted, that is off topic, means off track. After sometimes what they do, they started yawning. Then they get diverted. They look here and there. It means that they feel bored. They are not interesting. Okay, actually what is happening, that is, they do not know that what you are going to tell you. They may forget that for what they have come. Sometimes you may also forget that what you are talking. Whereas, particularly in a business English, you must always on track, on topic. If you do so, you are not only, that is wasting your time, at the same time, you are also considering the timing of your listener. It means that you are focused, you are completely prepared. Okay, that is when you are on topic, on track, it shows that you are completely prepared, you are mentally prepared. You are saying what you intended to say. Whereas, that is opposite to this off topic, off track, it means that you are not prepared. You are not prepared. You are simply wasting your time. Okay, you want to fill the gap. So in a business English, so this expression on topic, on track. For example, you would say that executive, whenever he delivers talk, he is always on topic. He is always on track. So his lectures are always interesting. So people don't like that fellow because he is always off topic and off track. Even he himself doesn't know what he speaks. So always, it is very boring. See, if you want to be a good conversationist, particularly in a business environment, as I already told you, that your communication should be short and sweet. Your communication should be short and sweet. This is the first. And the second one is through the roof. Through the roof. Through the roof. It means large amount of change. Our last month sales is through the roof. It means that they have done a good business. They have done a good business through the roof. It means large amount of change. Our last month sales is through the roof. It means that they have done a very good business. These are all the business expressions. Then the next one is, third one is train of thought. Train of thought. That is, it means logical progression of ideas. See, it is very simple. For example, when you say something, say it step by step. Okay. See, for example, how you prepare tea. First, lit up a stove, put a jar on a stove, then pour some water into it, then pour some tea dust into it, then pour milk into it, then pour some sugar into it. Finally, you have to perforate it, right? Now the tea is ready. These are all the logical order. That is putting jar, pouring water, pouring tea dust, pouring milk into it, then pouring, that is finally adding sugar to this, then finally filter it, then the tea is ready. This is the logical progression of ideas. This is called as train of thought. Train of thought. Okay, train of thought means logical progression of ideas. So, for example, you may say like this: the speaker speaks logically. Someone has disturbed his train of thought. Someone has disturbed his train of thought. What does it mean? That is coming to conclusion systematically. So today you remember these expressions: on topic, on track; off topic, off track; through the roof, train of thought. So in our next class we shall discuss another expressions which is very interesting. Thank you so much.